A girl suddenly faints and collapses near the elevator. The security guard quickly rushes to help her and says, "Hey, are you okay? What's wrong? Get up." The boss and her assistant, who are standing nearby, see everything. After a moment, Mala regains consciousness and says, "I'm sorry. I didn't have breakfast this morning. Maybe my sugar level dropped. That's why I fainted." The security guard hands her some water and says, "Here, drink this. You'll feel a little better." Mala takes the bottle, drinks some water, and thanks him. Mala slowly stands and says, "I don't know what would have happened to me if you weren't here." The guard says, "Take care of yourself next time." Mala takes the bottle, pulls some money out of her bag, and tries to give it to him. The guard shakes his head and says, "I don't want your money. I helped you out of humanity, not for payment." Mala thanks him and starts to leave. Just then, the guard calls out from behind, "You still don't look well. How about I walk you out?" Mala agrees, and they walk together. Later, the boss calls her manager and says, "Come to my office right now." A few minutes later, the manager arrives and says, "What happened, boss? Why did you call me so urgently?" The boss replies, "Do you have a security guard working under your department?" The manager says, "Yes, his name is Leo. He just joined last week." "Why? Did he do something wrong?" The boss smiles and says, "No, not at all. Actually, he's a good man. This morning, I saw a girl faint, and that guard helped her and made sure she got to the office safely. People like him are exactly what our company needs." Just then, the assistant walks in holding an envelope of cash. The boss says, "Give this money to that guard as a reward." The manager nods. "Sure, I'll take care of it." But as the manager leaves the office, greed starts to take over his heart. He thinks, "Why don't I just keep this money for myself and fire that guard instead?" As he walks toward his office, he notices the security guard. He quickly hides the envelope and calls out to him. The guard comes closer and says, "Yes, sir? Did you call me?" The manager replies harshly, "You're fired." The guard looks shocked. "What? Why, sir? What did I do wrong?" The manager says, "I've received complaints that instead of doing your own job, you're busy helping other people." The guard pleads, "Sir, please forgive me just this once. It won't happen again." The manager snaps back, "Pack your things and get out right now. Now get out." The heartbroken guard thinks to himself, "Maybe I should talk to the boss. Maybe she'll understand." He walks to the boss's office. The boss looks at the guard, says softly, "I wanted to talk to you about something." The boss replies, "Go ahead. What is it?" With tears in his eyes, the guard says, "Please don't fire me. I really need this job. I use my salary to pay my brother's school fees and to take care of my sick mother. If I lose this job, my whole family will suffer." The boss frowns and asks, "Who fired you?" The guard replies, "The manager said I don't belong here and told me to leave the company." The boss immediately calls the manager and says, "Come to my office right now." She turns to the guard and says, "I never told anyone to fire you. How is this possible?" A few moments later, the manager walks in. He's surprised to see the guard there. "What are you doing here?" he asks. The boss angrily says, "I called him here. And who gave you the authority to fire him?" The manager tries to explain, but the boss cuts him off and says, "People like you are disgusting, turning kindness into punishment. It's because of people like you that our society fails to move forward. I don't want anyone like you working in my company. Get out right now and don't ever come back."